Hi, I'm Rabbi Rosenblatt. Welcome to Tikkun's Weekly Dava. This week's Parsha, Torah portion is Mishpatim. It's in the middle of the book of Exodus. It's very telling that it comes right after the revelation at Mount Sinai. After the high of revelation, the high of the Jewish people experienced God directly, we're brought right back down to earth very quickly with a bump. Talks about, well, if your ox scores another ox, well, if you dig a hole, don't dig a hole, or if someone falls into it, all the details, whole load of civil laws. It's interesting. I've read the Quran and I've read the New Testament, and I've read them in English, of course, and that's translations. And I know that somebody who tells me they read the Old Testament in the English translation. I know what I'd say about that. But I do think you get the gist of what it's about. Yeah, you don't get the nuances, you don't get the real essence of it, but you get the gist. And my sense of those two books, the difference between that and the Torah, is that there's a lot of talk about how to relate to God, how to be a good person in general terms. There's much less in terms of civil laws, in terms of the details. In terms of the details of exactly how you should relate to other human beings around you. In Judaism, it's fundamental. The Torah, God comes and literally shoves it in our face in this week's portion, and in others as well, but specifically this week right after Mount Sinai, and there's chapter after chapter after chapter. And I think the message is clear. If you want to relate to God, if you want to have those spiritual highs, you've got to act properly, you've got to behave in a proper way. Don't go digging holes that people will fall into. Pay your workers on time. You can't be holy and not a mensch. You can't be holy and not a decent human being towards other people. All too often I'm horrified when I find religious Jews, and that's not indicative of all religious Jews, of course. Some of my best friends are religious Jews. But there are those, and you'll find circumstances where they're impolite to other people, where they look down on other people, where worse yet, they're dishonest in business. And the message of the Torah in this week's portion is, you can't mistreat other human beings by the day and be holy at night. It just doesn't work. You can't be a scoundrel in the office and a pious man in the synagogue. The two are interlinked. The two are two sides of the same coin. Treating other human beings properly is a significant first step towards your relationship with God. It's a starting point. It's by no means the only element of it, but it's one for which there is no bypass. God dictated to us that the road to Him, the road to connecting to Him, the road to spiritual connection to the transcendental, is via a relationship with those who are created in His image. And there are just no shortcuts. Wish you Shabbat Shalom. If you're interested in finding more about Tikkun, please log on to our website, tikkun.co.uk. Thank you.